you know how people like this idea of like kind of doing it on the side, like it's like this is your side hustle. This is like your like you should do this on the side so that you can like and then you know that's kind of the framing, right? I'm so tired of side culture. That is like to me that is like I know that is like the reality of like being a creative and like being like a person in this world right now, but like it is so sad to me. So like I'm in a position right now where like I would rather not do it at all than have it be the side of my life.
Or it's like at the very least like work to the point where it's like not your side thing anymore.
Like ideally, but it's like no one is really like framing it that way. No, like not that I need everyone's like
I know.
I don't need everyone to see it at all, but like people really aren't seeing it lately. I'll say. I know. I mean, writing is famously like not lucrative. I don't know. I just feel like this doesn't feel like the side.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Like it just, and I get really sad thinking that like everything that I care about is always on the periphery.
I know. Well, I think also that that's sort of like a sort of like a thing that like strivers are kind of like, this is like a promise that you're given. Like if you just do what you're told for long enough, you can do whatever you want on the side. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I feel like as a little girl and I was like, I want to be an artist on the side.
Yeah, it's like I never dreamed of doing anything on the side.
Yeah.
You don't dream of doing it on the side.
Well, when I was like in middle school, I told my parents, like I was like, guys, I figured it out. The thing that makes me so happy in the world is art, and I want to go to art school. When I'm ready to go to college, I remember I was like in 7th grade, and my parents were like, no.
Yeah.
Which is like, of course they was gonna say. And honestly, I don't even necessarily fault them for that because like I also have like a lot of issues with like art school and like what you know what I mean? I think art school has like some severe limitations, and I don't think it's actually the best thing that like you can. I don't think I don't think that's what makes someone a good artist, and I don't think that is even. I don't even think the curriculum is designed for like fostering like good art practice necessarily. Like,
it's less about like the art school, more about like the belief that
this is something you can pursue
seriously.
You know? And so it's like I like it was just like I was genuinely. It's like one of those moments where I was like, oh, I just didn't think that you'd say no. I thought this was like me figuring something out about myself, and I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, but I was like so young, I didn't realize that you couldn't be an artist for money. Or, you know what I mean? Like, And it's so like that's just like what that's like how any middle class family would like advise their child. So it's not even like,
it totally makes. I mean, same.
Yeah.
My family did not want me. My family fought so, and I there's sometimes where I just wish where I could wake up and be like, I love accounting, and I like imagine like the fact that like I'm gay, but then I'm also not even a lawyer.
I know, bummer. I know.
One of the biggest things I've had to fight this year is the messaging that like this is literally not even possible for me. Anything.
But and it's like obviously like it's been not easy for you.
Yeah.
It's obviously been really difficult, but I mean I think that like you're doing a good job, brown boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I you know what though, I actually will say like I have come to kind of like appreciate my like STEM education in these like kind of weird ways.
You have a STEM education?
Mm-hmm.
What's the STEM?
I double majored in nursing.
Oh yes, you were pre-med.
Yeah, you were pre-med. But yeah, like I think that something I will always be so like appreciative of when it comes to that is like.
Oh yeah, you were pre-med.
I was pre-med. I know, it's like
nodding.
It's crazy, right? But it's like something I'll be so appreciative is like. Okay, I'm gonna describe to you the most, if you're a science student, the most unremarkable behavior. Let's say you have a test tomorrow, and it's at noon, and it's, let's say 8 p.m. the night before, and I don't know shit. I don't know anything that's gonna be on this test. All I know is that sometime between now and noon, this information that is completely illegible to me will be in my brain, and I will understand it at least enough to take a test. And I don't know how I'm gonna get there yet, but I just know I'm going to like get myself there. Yeah. And that is like even your most average science student knows how to like be like, I do not know what I'm doing, and let me find my way through this material because I don't have a choice.
When I used to do math, like calculus, like the way I used to study for AP Calculus BC I've never reached that level of flow ever again in my, like, I don't think I've ever reached that again, because, like, I literally, and, like, once you start doing, like, something like calculus is so close to, like, physics.
Yeah.
And it's, like, you're kind of seeing this kind of, like, symmetry in the world, and you just kind of get into, like, a rhythm with it, and it's very, there's something to be said about, like, something that's totally illegible to you, and then, like, you internalizing that as, like, a worldview.
Yeah.
Because then you start seeing, like, the math and the physics of, like, you know, your life.
It's true. It's true.
Part of the journey that I'm on right now is, like, some days it literally, like, I will say, like, to keep doing whatever you would call whatever I'm doing is, like, it's like you're really jamming your foot in, like, the door. And it's, like, I feel like I've been jamming my foot in the door so much, and, like, just trying to, like, unlearn so much, but I think one day I'll be grateful.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, like, well, genuinely, that's why I'm like, I wish, I mean, it's like, whatever, I wish, but it's like, I know that you're hard on yourself because it's like, you're still in discomfort, but, like, if you kind of, like, allow the discomfort to just, like, be a thing, and it's like, don't take it personally, because it's not your own personal failing, it's just, like, a natural...
Because it happens a lot.
It happens, like, if you're, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, if you're living a life where you're, like, trying to do something new, of course there's gonna be resistance. Like, okay, like, well, I took clown last year. Did I tell you this? I took a clown class.
Clowning?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, yeah. And it was very difficult, and I can't say I enjoyed it. In fact, I actually...
Really?
I thought it was a very, like, important thing that I chose to do for, like, 7 weeks or whatever.
7 weeks of clowning?
Well, it was, like, once a week. Once a week for 3 hours.
7 weeks. 3-hour class of clown. Okay, well, yeah.
Well, it was like really, it was really uncomfortable, and I honestly did not.
You must have really confronted yourself.
Well, I would come home
as the clown.
like before class, like because it was on Sundays, and it was Sundays from like 3 to 6, and so people would try and like make plans with me before and after, and I was like, no, I can't.
I have to reckon with being the clown.
Yeah, like I have to like mentally prep to be a clown, and it's like I know I'm not gonna enjoy it, and then afterwards I would feel bad about myself, and then like clockwork, like 1 to 2 days after my class, I would cry out of nowhere, and I didn't know why. Like, and I kind of like started to understand.
Oh my God. I'm getting chills.
Yeah, I think that it was like this really like interesting thing where you kind of like, you go in, especially because it's a class, like I went in like wanting to do a good job, and I wanted to do a good job at being a fool, and it was like, it's like,
wow, that's really beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it was really hard. I mean, a lot of like my clown classmates, like they're still clowning, like they're still on the scene.
They're still on the clowning scene.
Yeah.
Which is apparently very vibrant.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like kind of like make fun of clown. I mean, I think the thing that I think is so beautiful about clown, which even though I'm not like
clown,
yeah, literally.
I know. Like clown? Is that how you would say about clown?
Like clown as a discipline.
You wouldn't say clowning. You would say about clown the discipline.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm learning.
No, yeah. But I mean, the thing is, I almost don't even feel like I can talk about it that much because.
Well, you took one class.
I took one.
Better than me.
I know, but I took one class, and it's like I feel like, I think that clown is one of those things where
it's like a clown expert.
Well, it's like it feels like punk, where it's like it's like Nirvana, where you never fully reach it. Like it's like almost this thing that you kind of like everyone has this reverence
oh my God.
to. I'm not kidding. Like it's like.
Sorry, that's really,
it's a little.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie. I think that it's a little culty, and there's a lot of different like schools of thought in clown. Like it's actually kind of deep and a little scary, but like it's so everyone who does clown, even like people who are like performers, like selling tickets to their shows and things like that, like they have this like reverence for clown, where sometimes they almost feel like unworthy to call themselves clowns because like it's such a thing that you like give yourself to. And I don't necessarily think I'm that deep about it personally, but like, and it's okay if you need to laugh.
No, I'm literally not. This is not me about to laugh.
Okay.
This is me. I have a question I'm about to ask you.
What?
Do you think like have you ever been in a position like where you're like able to truly give yourself over to like something?
Well, I actually think that the one time I was able to do it was my painting class.
Really?
Yeah, and it was so beautiful, and it was so fulfilling because I like I felt no pressure to be good because I had never painted before. I took it because I was like I literally second semester senior year. So what am I taking painting 1 for? Mm-hmm. I took it because I had some time in my schedule, and I was
just like whatever.
Yeah. I was just like whatever, and I was just like, I think what I genuinely felt was like the other kids in this class are going to be like BFA candidates, and they're going to be better than you, and who cares? Like I literally already felt like a little bit like I was in a like state of failure because I was like I had decided I didn't want to be a doctor very late in my college career. And that just sort of like puts you in this head state of like you're behind everyone. And college is a place where like it's very easy to feel behind everyone. It's like either you are like on track.
I'm trying not to feel that way anymore.
It's just like when it's
a construct.
Of course it's a construct, but it's like hard. It's like you can't. Hard. It's also the feeling is so normal and reasonable.
Anyway, so you're in painting.
Well, painting one. I genuinely like I felt like I was able to really like because I was in this place of like no pressure to do a good job. All I need to do is like keep coming to class and keep practicing. I would just like all you do is you go to class. It's studio 3 hours a week, twice a week. So that was my class time, and then after class you have to come into the studio whenever you need to finish your assignments. And that was like that's all you do. And like I didn't feel any pressure to be as good as everybody else. I only felt the pressure to like finish my work and do a good job like on my own paintings. And it's so rare that like you're in an environment where you don't have to compare yourself to the people who are better than you because like I already accepted that they were better than me. Like I already accepted that they were maybe more advanced than me, or I already accepted that whatever, and it allowed me to actually grow because I was like looking at my own paper. Do you know what I mean?
I do, because this is like a perfect parallel. One time I did think I felt that was with French horn when I used to play.
Well, let's get into French horn because I love when you talk about your life as a marching band.
Okay, well, to be clear, I was actually considering myself too good for marching band. Because
let's get into it.
I started, oh my god. Well, here's the journey, is really that like, I started band in 4th grade, 5th grade. I actually started with the instrument saxophone, which was like a very everyone wanted to do saxophone back in that time. It was very sexy, I guess. It was the closest thing we had to like a sexual object in our, you know what I mean? Sorry.
It's true. It's like so like shiny and like,
yeah.
I mean, they're all shiny, but I think the shine of the saxophone is just...
It's also the most recognizable.
Yeah, totally.
So I started saxophone. I'm in 6th grade and I'm in a new school. First of all, I don't know anyone. I'm immediately clocked as gay.
Right.
Like immediately. Like
what happened?
I just like in my homeroom, like it's hard to even say, but like the energy that like a middle school boy will have towards you can really like kind of determine your fate for the next 3 years.
Sure.
And so those boys really did not like me or the kind of high-pitched voice which I still continue to. I also, here's one thing I'll say, I've had gay voice my whole life. I've tried to not have it, and I wonder, I've even looked up before, like, is this like a genetic thing? Because it's so like, I'm not trying to talk like this.
I know you're not.
If that makes sense.
If
that elucidates anything.
It certainly doesn't feel like you're trying to do anything.
Like, I'm not trying to sound like this, but this is how I basically, my voice never really dropped. Like, it just kind of like, anyways. So I've always
were you like, what's happening when people's voices were dropping?
I was like, will that happen? Like, when will that happen to me? It was honestly, it's funny now, but I was literally doing voice exercises to get it to drop. Anyway, and it did drop. So that's the context. So I'm in the 6th grade. I have no friends, and I'm like, okay, like I have a lot riding on this band class, I guess. So there's no, in the first day everyone chooses their instruments. It's a long story, but there's no French horns. No one wanted to play the French horn.
You were like, pick me, French
horn.
Pick
me. So I decided to be the special one. I wanted to be special for once. And so I chose French horn. And that's like the beginning of the journey. I was so intense about the French horn. It like progressively just like got really like more and more intense for me. I think to what we were talking about before though, like it's a very beautiful instrument, and it's also a very difficult instrument. Like,
and you liked that it was a difficult instrument? I
did, and I liked that. I think honestly the worst part about it for me was actually when I had to like audition or like compete with other people. But it also, I always knew that it wasn't gonna, like I was never gonna be going to like a conservatory or like trying to be like an orchestral performer. So that pressure was off, and that was like in a lot of like the all states or the like youth orchestras that I was in, that was the vibe. So I, in a similar way, didn't have the pressure, so I was able to just be like, okay, like I'm just playing right now. And like being in an orchestra was honestly like so fun. Like I wish I could do something like in that collective like kind of movement and momentum, like it's hard to really describe, but it's also like to kind of like work in tandem with so many different people on an instrument is like really magical.
Well, I mean, have you ever like thought about getting?
And you know, people have asked me that when I kind of wax poetic about French horn, and I did love it, but it's also there's one thing is like it's not a practical instrument. It's like it's not even something I brought to college, because to travel with the French horn is like the worst thing you could possibly do, because it's not portable. It's truly not portable. Even though it may have a case, it's not portable. It's also not something you really can practice like in your apartment, or like it's really loud. Like I don't know. I appreciate it for what it brought. And I also towards the end of my French horn career, like I almost got too into it, where like I was like in the symphony youth orchestra of our city, in the wind symphonies, in the Allstate, I was just like going so hard with it that it did become stressful towards the end, especially because I hated auditioning with it, because you have to like really like you have to be relaxed, and it was not like we had like blind auditions, we had like it was just very intense. It could be very, and I also just wasn't aware that I had like severe anxiety at the time, so I didn't know how to like handle it in a way that was like helpful. So, and I think sometimes when you're like in that age, like things can feel like life and death.
Well, yeah, everything. I think. Well, this is. I think that everything about being a teenager is so like high drama, because like you just everything matters and you have no agency, but you're also like a mini adult and you feel prepared for so much more autonomy than you're allowed to have at like, let's say you're 15. And you know,
the world is so small.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I was thinking about that a lot. I was rereading the Shards, because like this is like Gen X, like they are like, and like the world in the Shards is like they're all like rich kids whose parents are kind of like fucked off a little, and so they're kind of just doing whatever they want. And so like they're 16 years old, and as soon as you like get your license, you're kind of just like free to roam Los Angeles. You know, and so it's like it's so odd, because that was kind of the time though, like the like kind of latchkey kid generation, where you're just like
let them
kids. Literally. And it's like I think that like so much of like what they were getting away with is like what we would now consider neglect. But it was just kind of like the norm of their time.
Did you ever watch The Bling Ring? Do you think that they're in conversation?
Sure. I think that a lot of LA art is kind of in conversation, because LA is such a unique place.
Maybe we should do something, because you know I also was thinking about things that I had an idea for like me not being familiar with Los Angeles in like a substantial way at all. I lived there one time in 2019 for a summer in Echo Park, where the guy was really creepy to me.
Like your roommate? Or
I guess the owner.
Okay.
This is a side note, but like he kept asking me about like where, like he's like, you know, this area is where they shoot porn. And then years later, when I was like looking at my Airbnb reviews, you know how they can leave feedback on guests and stuff. So I was looking through mine, because I guess I had I was like, why do I have like a bad rating? But not this. But he was like, he was like, his review of me was like, total stud. I'm, by the way, 19.
Right.
And he's like, to be clear, 52. Right. Anyways, I feel like here are the pieces of Los Angeles media that I feel like are like so important to me, which are like definitely The Bling Ring is one. Then there's a reality show called Vanderpump Rules.
Of course.
That is like to me like the parable of like LA to me.
Yeah.
Millennial. And then the Gen Z is Tana Mojo's canceled podcast.
Yeah. Is Tana Mojo Gen Z though?
She is. She's like my age.
Okay.
So like
I feel like she's older than you. I feel like she's like
slightly older. No, she's a little younger than you. No offense.
I mean, I'm not offended. I just like.
She's like millennial, but I think she's just the journey that the canceled podcast took us through is like so like a crash course in like LA influencer fame of today.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, like the things that like, I mean, you would have to read between the lines, but like, I mean, it was insane what they were they were truly on a crash course with themselves, and it had to end in the way that Vanderpump Rules had to end, the way that the Bling Ring had to end. Like it all is this like collision, implosion with like in the pursuit of like fame. Sometimes also like this kind of idea of like who you think you can be or whatever. Anyway.
Do you think that like something great can only last for like a short period of time?
Yeah.
No,
Low-key, yeah. But like I also think like there is something like so that to me, and I again have no knowledge of LA, but like the LA art or the LA like parables that I enjoy, including Tana Mojo's Canceled podcast, is always about like knowing that it's going to implode. Like and that is like that to me is like I enjoy that when I watch reality TV or any kind of art really, is like just the kind of like, oh my god, like I know that this whatever is going on right now is like not permanent. And that is like very beautiful, and not only not permanent, but it will like it will implode. I try to recreate that, like if I ever write fiction, like that like momentum.
I feel like the way that you see these stories is like so amazing, and I really wish that you did write fiction.
I know, me too.
But like
it's also that is also the story of like Britney Spears. It's this like crash course. Like it's just, and that's LA too. Like, you know, there's this book called Waiting for Britney Spears that I really enjoy.
I haven't read it. But
but that book is really good by Jeff Weiss. Shout out. But it's also about this. That's an LA story too.
LA, man. I mean, well, first of all, I think you will really love the shards. I think I was like going off on the shard, like not off. I was going off about the shards like a couple years ago, to like everybody I knew, because it was like one of those things that like while I was reading it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm in the middle of the shards and we're having a conversation. In my head, I'm just thinking about getting back to the shards. Like,
oh, that's powerful. Do you feel like that often, or do you feel like that was rare? Yeah, I don't feel like that often.
I do not feel like that often. I feel like it was truly just like, if I could finish it in like, if I could like
I need to read it then. That's a really powerful recommendation.
It's like if I could just like every single time I want to relive the entire story, if I could just like snort a line of the shards. Like, but it's like a dense volume, and like this is it's dense. Sick.
Yeah, it's dense.
But like well, the Ryan Murphy show is coming out.
I wonder how he's gonna adapt.
But I think it's like truly like one of the most fun reads of my life. Genuinely, like
really?
But I was like literally telling anybody who would listen that they should read the shards, and plenty of them did.
And they all gagged.
No one was like, well, actually, like one of my friends was like, I couldn't get through it, but one person.
Wow.
But yeah, Bret Easton Ellis. I mean, he's kind of a controversial figure. He's like I think
he's kind of revered though.
Well, yeah. It's like one, you can't really have one without the other, I feel like.
True. Revered and reviled in some cases.
Yeah.
I'll read it. I need a book to read now.
Well, you know, like the Shards is coming out August like 5th or something like that.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Who's in it?
Kaya Gerber is in it.
Okay.
Ivy Wolk makes Ivy Wolk sized.
Okay. Love. Who are the men?
I actually don't know any.
Are they like new maybe?
I think they're kind of new, yeah.
Okay.
But
they're new on the scene.
Yeah, like I think. I mean, I'm not familiar with any of their work, so it's like I don't know what.
Maybe they're not. Yeah.
I don't know
what their vibe is.
Yeah, what their resume includes. But
I actually think that will be a good. I hope. Here's my hope for the Shards by Ryan Murphy.
Having never read the book.
Yeah, having never. Here's my hope is that it's the bomb for this like heated rivalry culture that we live in. Not that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you what I watched. Let me tell you what I watched yesterday. I tried because I was in such a bad mood yesterday. I watched. Do you know Heartstopper?
Of course.
I watched the movie Heartstopper. They made a movie, I guess, like finale around the Heartstopper situation.
You were like, I need to feel.
I really wanted to feel good.
Okay.
Is what I'll say. Not that helped.
Sure.
It actually truly didn't help.
Okay.
Because it's so like, and it's not. I will say this is a caveat that like it's YA. It's not for me. It's for like little girls. Yeah. Basically, like it's for little girls. Mm-hmm. But as someone who sometimes consumes like gay media, it's like I can't with like the saccharine like kind of version of it. Like it's not that like there is this kind of like momentum around like we can't like I'm so tired of the gay tragedy.
Yeah.
First of all, I love the gay tragedy.
Yeah.
I love the gay tragedy. Like I actually would love more of the gay tragedy. Mm-hmm. it really doesn't resonate with me. Not that like everything needs to be a horror story. Like I don't need it to be like.
You don't need to be the shards.
To me, there's a certain tragic quality to love, especially gay love.
Yeah.
It's like duh. So like I can't. Sometimes like it takes me a while to get into the like seamless puzzle piece of like a YA gay love story. Like it's obviously not for me.
Yeah.
So that's what I hope the Shards provides. Not like a love story even, but just like kind of like the opposite.
I think it will.
Okay.
I think it's like. I mean, one thing that's like so awesome about reading Bret Easton Ellis. I mean, why am I talking about Bret Easton Ellis like he's Taylor Swift? Something that's so nice about reading Bret Easton Ellis is that he like published his first book when he was like 21. Like he was in college still or something.
Oh, that's iconic.
It is iconic, and he's like obviously become such a good writer. Like he was already good, but he's become a better writer, and it's like obscene how to like see somebody over the course of a career. Get that good, and he's always been like sharp and provocative, but like his first novel, Less Than Zero, is by the way. So his narrator.
I need to read.
His narrator in this book is called Bret.
Okay. It is. But he tends to be that way, right?
His narrator is named Bret, and it's in first person, and it takes place during Bret's senior year of high school, which is the same high school he went to. And it's like basically like for all intents and purposes, it's him, but it's like fiction. You know what I'm trying to say?
Like auto-fiction vibe.
But it's almost like metafiction because he's like, yeah, well, this is me. This happened to me.
Oh, okay.
It's me. I'm Bret. You know what I mean? But it's like even in the book, he's like talking about, oh yeah, when I was writing Less Than Zero, and it's like because he wrote that his senior year. He was working on that his senior year of high school.
Oh my god.
And so it's like this like kind of like odd sort of thing where it's like it's fiction, but it's like so him that he's like referencing times that he was working on.
The book
work that is now published, and also like Less Than Zero was like it took place like during his like Christmas break of his freshman year of college when he comes home, so it's like just shortly after, like time frame wise, it's like just shortly after this, and so it's like you can kind of see like this is him describing his senior year, and then that is him describing his like freshman year of college, and you can kind of see like how Less Than Zero materialized. This gives Less Than Zero all this extra context because you're just like, wow, I understand what kind of like child you were. It's like I feel like he's almost like adding a dramatize. It's not it's like it's a novel, so it's whatever, but it's like oh, I'm sort of you're almost like painting like outside of the frame.
Building,
yeah, it's really cool. And I think it's like that kind of stuff is so inspiring as a writer. I feel like he's doing what pop stars do. Like
yeah, I mean he totally is.
He
totally is.
Yeah,
he totally is. In that sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like, well, the thing that's so amazing, whatever, is like the Shards was originally a Luca project.
Yeah,
and then like I don't know what happened, but then it became a Ryan Murphy project, which
interesting.
Such a vibe shift, but like honestly, I kind of don't hate it because I
don't hate that either.
I don't know. I think that people whack Ryan Murphy a little too hard, and I actually am like, not like I do foresee a reappraisal of Murphy.
Of Murphy.
Yeah.
Of Murph.
Mm-hmm. He went to Indiana University. He's from Indiana.
Didn't know that. Scream Queens was very good.
Yeah.
To me, and I don't really watch horror, but like that was. It's a certain. He has a certain style, and I think it could match what you're describing to me.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think. And first of all, Glee was a reset. Glee like reset something in our It literally was so fucking crazy.
It was insane. Like it's like Glee. Yeah, like full body chills.
Yeah, like I mean, I've never. It's like a totally different like style. I feel like there was nothing on TV like that. Yeah, it invented a style.
I was like 13, I think, when that show came out, and like
I was watching.
I was like.
I watched the first season a lot actually. Randomly.
I mean, incredible. It was like what an incredible like kind of thing. Like imagine life if we didn't have Glee.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
There's certain It was like absurdism. It was truly like
absurd.
It was absurd. Like,
I sometimes I just think like, how did you think about the slushie in the face? Like
I know, and it became so iconic.
So iconic. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess like Glee wasn't like, because was Glee Ryan Murphy's first?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It probably wasn't. I'm sure.
I feel like Ryan Murphy.
It was
like,
definitely
I feel like a lot of like gay guys have like this affinity for horror.
They do.
What do you think that is? Because it's like
a lot of gay guys.
Electronic music and horror.
Yeah, like techno and horror.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you because both of those things are not my like bread and butter. Well, more, I can do the music. Sure. I can't, horror for me, like.
Horror's scary for me.
Horror's really scary. I'm like really scared.
Yeah, I think that like.
I can't do like any type of body horror, gore. Like I really like get scared.
If it wasn't for the fact, and like.
I can't want to do ghosts. Like ghosts are like really.
It's like honestly like it has to be very light horror for me to like. I mean, I love the shards. The shards is different, but like in general, I do not like horror. I think it's like if it's crime. I mean, crime is different than horror to me.
But I actually hate crime the most. So is that the shards? Yeah, right.
There's crime in it.
But I think I can do
well,
it.
Well, it's like it's basically. I think that like the way that it's sort of like in the book is like there's a like serial killer at large in 80s LA, and it's like well there was like always a serial killer at large in 80s LA.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know.
So it's like I kind of feel like that is sort of an interesting thing that's like the paranoia of the age is like that there's
that's cool.
You know what I mean? It's like I feel like
cool.
I feel like serial killer at large in 80s LA is kind of like what we have with like paranoia of like AI or like
it's like a looming like
it's kind
diffuse
of like yeah, it's like
thing in the air.
It's a thing in the water, yeah.
Oh my god, but yeah, I can't do. I will never watch true crime or listen to true crime. I will never do it. Yeah. Never ever. I can't. I also like I've listened to like too many like or read too many like Wikipedia pages about like the Nightcrawler and like.
Right.
I just like there are so many horrors in the world like I cannot like stop. I already know that.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about the difference between like true crime and like fictional crime? Like, because there's crime and fiction where it's like
I think the true crime like media complex. Well, I find like morally like.
Yeah, I think it's like worse than eating meat.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Like I think the true crime like I will I can't support that like like and I also won't be able to stomach it.
Yeah.
I think with fictional crime I can see there's no moral quandary for me.
Sure.
Less of it, I guess, but I still can't stomach it.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm hearing you.
I can't eat like even like Law and Order, SVU, like these like procedural like crime shows. I'm like, oh my god, you guys.
Come on.
There are points. Do you know the show The Good Wife?
No. I'm not like a huge TV fan, to be honest.
I used to. It's a very old show.
Okay.
It's just basically this like procedural, but it's not a crime show. It's like a lawyer drama.
Okay.
I would get scared at even like I just there's certain when people are scary, people can be really scary.
People can be really scary. I agree.
Like crime can be really scary to me. I'm like, why are you?
Why would you watch that? Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think that like thank God, and I'm gonna say something that people might not associate with Ryan Murphy, but I'm gonna say that thank God he's an SB because he can frame a shot.
Yeah.
Like let's just be real.
Yeah.
Like okay, maybe I'm a Ryan Murphy stan actually.
I think
I feel like people whack him a little.
Really writing like
people whack him a little too hard, and I just don't think it's fair. I think he makes beautiful television. I think he's a provocateur, and I think ultimately you can talk your shit on the internet, but you're sad.
What do people not like about?
I think people just like
what are people not liking? I'm like forgetting what people are.
Well, I mean, I guess like he had that. I didn't end up watching that show, but he had that.
The Versace one.
No, I watched that show. Oh, I watched the fuck out of that show. But he had that one. The two twins, I guess, like where there was like a true crime. He did a.
Oh, you know what he did? He did Dahmer.
Yes, yeah. That
he did Dahmer. I wouldn't watch that.
I'm not gonna watch that one. But it's like I think in general.
He's very lurid. He loves the lurid.
He does love the lurid.
The American lurid.
Yeah.
That's how like.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's I think.
There's such like a yeah.
But it's like I feel like
yeah I could.
Glee has such an aesthetic. It's not just like shot normal. He has like you know what I mean. He has like a thing and like I think that like same with Love Story. JFK and Carol Bassett.
Oh yes, yes, he did that too. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
those are moments.
Talk about a career.
Yeah, those are true moments. I mean, there's this one show called The Politician.
I didn't see that one.
But
I did see that. Oh my god.
It's like old. Yeah. And you know who's in it? Gwyneth Paltrow, I think. But
she's so random. It's like I forget what she's in because she forgets what she's in.
There's this recent thing that she did that has made me not support her. I can't support her. It's the Israeli.
That was so crazy.
Whatever.
Like, are you broke? Like, what's going on?
Girl, like.
It cannot be that deep for you, like.
Cause, like, I just was like. Some people like you really didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
You have Goop, don't you?
Well, I'm like I wonder if she's like one of those people who's like secretly broke.
I wonder.
Well, speaking of Glee, because she's in the Glee universe.
Yeah, she's certainly in the Glee, but she's also in The Politician, I think.
Well, I mean, I know, but like, isn't her husband like? Didn't they meet on Glee? Brad Falchuk.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was like a producer on Glee. Her husband. That's how they met. I think. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
She's like she found love on Glee. Like it's like, and you know what? Like in a way, that's like probably the most suburban thing about her.
Whatever.
No, yeah.
I can't with her right now. But The Politician I found to be like there's a certain like zaniness to his shows. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I know, that's true.
Especially his like school shows, like his like high school or.
Well, I think that's like why I think he's such a good fit for this.
The shards.
Because like I'm like Luca Guadagnino doesn't really do like the youth moment like that, but like I think Brett is somebody who is like very like sort of like I think there is something in Brett Easton Ellis's mind where high school was very rich for him. I think it was probably like I mean yeah, for a lot of reasons. I think like from what I know, I like about a guy I don't know. I think like the sense I get is that like high school is like very rich era for him. So he's like because like when you read this, like you can tell that this is something that like this period of time he has a lot of like really strong associations because like his recall of it is just I feel like I was like not sexually repressed. I feel like I was repressing my homosexuality as a senior in high school in LA in the 80s. Like that's how I feel.
Through reading that book.
Yeah. Which I like one of my friends read it and he was like that was painful.
Oh really?
Because
gay guy.
Yeah, gay guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like I get it, but I do think that's I think that's why
high school media used to really have a pull. Does it still, do you think?
For me or
for anyone?
I think for me it does, to be honest. Like I think that like you know, it's like so cliche, I guess, to like point it out, but I think it is true that like those periods of time when like things were really difficult, like you do stay there sometimes. Like I think that like maybe high school was not that serious for me, but like I would say like early adulthood, like I would say from like 17 to like 23, I have like very vivid memories from that time. But I also like understand like the things that were going on in my life during that time. But then like I think I moved to New York when I was 22, and I think that like for the first 2 years, unlike most people who when they first moved to New York, I was just kind of boring for a little while because I think it like just gave me a place to settle down. That is
interesting.
I think I like
you're like, let me settle.
No, like literally, I moved to New York and I had a routine, and I was like, I had a job and I had an apartment, and I went to work and I went home, and I mean, I can't say I was like totally happy all the time, but I didn't really have any friends, so I was like saving money, and like I just like walked around Soho by myself, and I just like looked at stuff.
That is not my first few years in New York. My first few years in New York were
wild.
Hedonistic.
I know. That was like, it's like I think that I like look back on my time and I feel like I'm like, wow, I did it all wrong. But I think that I
also sometimes think I did everything wrong, but that specifically.
Right.
But anyway,
but like,
sorry.
But I mean, I just think
intrusive thought.
No, it's okay. I'm glad you let it fly. But I think like, yeah, I think it's true that like years where you're having a lot of like difficulty, even if they're not like so obvious or external, like sometimes they're just like emotional responses or things that you're like clinging tight to or whatever. You're there a lot, and I think that based on both like Ryan Murphy and Bryce Nellis' subject matter, I would imagine that like the school years were rich. I mean, I also think that like Ryan Murphy, like being like a gay kid in Indiana, like would be really attracted to this.
I'm sure
because it's like similarly like, you know, a closeted gay guy in LA, but also it's LA, so it's like a little like the sun is out, you know, and like it's like different. So I feel like I think I might be one of like the few people who's like really happy that it ended up. I think with Ryan Murphy.
With Murph.
Yeah.
The Murph.
Yeah. Like I think that like I think it's like in the beginning I was like, that's such a confusing thing because yeah, I'm like, oh, like Luca Guadagnino would have given it such a like a Hollywood luxury thing.
It would have literally looked so different.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is that like Ryan Murphy would too. Like Ryan Murphy would give it its own kind of luxury. Like it's like it would look very.
It's
like,
a series, or is it
a series?
Yeah. I think Ryan Murphy shines in series. I don't know if I've ever seen a movie that he's done, but
I don't know that I have either.
I wonder if he has, but
yeah, no, I'm actually very excited for Ryan Murphy, and I think I'm.
I'll say on
the record I'm a fan. No,
I don't know that am I?
Like I don't know. I can't say I'm like.
You should write the reappraisal.
I mean, I actually pitched that to somebody, and it was crickets.
I recently pitched something too that was not even crickets. It was a full pass.
Well,
the things is what they said.
I mean, honestly, like one of my favorite.
I hate pitching.
I hate pitching too. It's like such a waste of time because like.
It's such a waste of time.
It's like legitimately, it's a waste of time. But I feel like.
But I had to at this moment. Whatever.
No, I understand. But like I have the emails saved because like sometimes you have to gloat. Like I don't care. I'm not above gloating. But in like 2023, in the spring of 2023, I think Charlie had like.
Who's Charlie?
XCX. Sorry, Charlie. I had pitched the story about Charlie XCX because I was like, because she had just, I think, started her Finsta at some point. I think it was spring of 2023. I'm not sure, but she had started her Finsta. At that point, it was 360 Brat. But the thing is, like, because Brat wasn't out, and she was like kind of like I think she had just like come out at the Brits thing with her real winter shirt.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you know the moment.
Yeah,
and I was like, I want to write a story about Charlie and George, and I want to profile them, and I want to do a couple of profiles. And I pitched this in the spring of 2023, and literally like crickets, like editors that I had worked with were like ignoring it, or they were just like, sorry, it's a pass. And I obviously, like, I kept the emails because I'm like, what? Like, at that point, I was having a crisis because I was like, I don't know what's cool. I was like, I cannot understand. I was like, this is, in my view, this is like the story of the moment. Like, that, like, the two kind of like, these two artists. This is before Brat. This is like a full year before Brat came out. This is a full year before Von Dutch came out. And I literally, like,
that's prescient.
I know. Well, I mean, it's like whatever. It doesn't matter. But, like.
No, not that. But you know what I mean? Like, people don't care.
People don't care. No, that's what I mean by it doesn't matter. But, like, it's like, I think it was like in that moment that I was like, it's like either I don't know what's cool or like they don't. And I just refuse to believe that I don't know what's cool.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what? And like low key that summer I started writing my novel. Because I was like, I can't write anything that I want to write in journalistically, so I like have to put these things that I think are cool somewhere. Because I don't know what else to do. And honestly, like, I think that like, maybe one day I'll give it a proper thought, but I really do think that rejection, like, those were, like, I was pitching a couple stories that time, and the Charlie George one was, like, very, like, serious to me, because I was like, these are two artists who, like, literally came out I pitched in 2023, I was like, they both debuted 10 years ago, 2013, their debut albums came out 10 years prior, and, like, now they are in a relationship, they're making music together, they're both kind of, like in like the height of their career. Like, George is on tour with the 75, Charlie just put out Crash and is, like, clearly working on something, and, like, she was, like, posting on her private Instagram, like, sort of like the way that she used to post on 360 Brat, it like she doesn't do that anymore, but, like, she was, like, just full on, like, having speeches, like, she was, like, full on, like, typing essays, like, on her thing, and I was like, she's on something, she's on the brink of something, she's on the edge of glory.
Yeah.
And she was and I just like and I just like I was like, if this is not what the magazines are writing about, then I just have to write somewhere else. You know,
I'm like done. Yeah, I mean, girl, I know exactly what you mean. Like, I can't, like, to pitch is literally a waste of time.
Yeah,
most of the time, like, it's awful, and, like, people don't give a fuck, and, like, I don't know. I've never been so successful with pitching, but that's interesting that you had that clarity.
Well, I had that clarity because I had to. It's not like I, like, loved having it, because the thing is, like, at the end of the day, I do still, like, love magazines. Like, magazines are, like, honestly, like, I don't know why. Like, as a child, that was, like, my thing that I loved. I loved buying magazines. I loved reading magazines. I loved, like, just, like, looking at them, and, like, owning them, and, like, just collecting them. Like, it's just, like, it was so fun for me. And so it's, like, when I grew up and I was able to, like, get a little bit of work writing for magazines, it was, like, so cool and so interesting, and I feel like
it is so cool.
I know, but it's just like I feel like the crash came, like, it just, like, I couldn't. You
probably got the last morsel.
Yeah, I really do feel like I got the last cookie in the cookie jar, to be honest.
The last chopper.
Right. Like, it's like literally, like, when I tell people, like, oh yeah, I moved to New York because I interned at BuzzFeed. I'm like,
gag of the century.
Last girl to ever.
You're the last one. You're literally the last one to ever do that.
Yeah.
That's the gag of the century, though.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like I used to really idealize that kind of, like, mid-2010s internet media. And, like, magazines, I was more into, honestly, like, randomly gaming magazines, and that kind of took me to Vice, and that kind of took me to, like, all these other, like, digital media. And, like, I used to get really into, like, pop music at the time, and then oh my god, my favorite essay to this day is about Rihanna, and it was an MTV. It was on the digital platform MTV News or something like that. It was by Doreen St. Felix. She works at the New Yorker, I think. Now.
Yeah, I think so.
But she wrote this essay about Rihanna that literally changed the game for me, at least, because, like, I didn't know people could write like that, much less about someone like Rihanna. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that, like, as much as we talk shit about, like, the, like, pop music journalism of, like, the 2010s,
it changed my life.
It changed my life.
It changed my life. Like, I actually don't, like, that is one thing I will stand for. Like, I stand behind whatever that was. Like, I literally, some of those essays, like, literally, like, taught me, like, I can take this shit. Like, I don't care. Like, I will take it as seriously as I need to.
Yeah.
Like, it's that serious to me. It's that serious to me.
Yeah, no, literally. Like, I think that, like, that was so
oh my God,
influential to me. And I, like, you know what? Like,
I don't care. Like,
you know, like, you can't, so it's like you can argue with your mother, but you cannot deny that, you know, like, that's your girl. Like, it's like, that's like where I feel like that was like the era where I was like, oh, I could be a writer. But that was also, I think that one awful thing about that era was that it made a lot of awful writers. But I don't care. Like, I don't really care about that. Like, personally, it's like, you know, sorry, I feel like all I do is talk shit. But I mean, I do think that it made a lot of, like,
talking shit.
I do think that it made a lot. I think it made the bar for what a publishable piece of writing is so low. But I think that was just like that was just kind of like the price you pay for, like, new voices. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, well, no, it's like, well, it's just kind of like, if you're starting a new movement of writing, and I do think that it did kind of do that, like, you're just gonna have to put up with some bullshit. And the only thing is that we were putting up with that bullshit not in, like, a small creative scene, like, in a city. It was online, and it was like
also, like, the economic situation of media was, like, faltering already.
Right.
Well, you know who I've been really liking this summer in terms of music?
Tell me.
Drake.
Well, okay.
Have I talked to you about that?
You did talk to me about it. Let's get into your Drake era.
Okay. This is, like, actually, like, people have actually called me out for how inauthentic it is for me to be, like, enjoying Drake right now, because I'm also not, like, the only, like, rap that I've really gotten into before this is...
So they're calling you a fake rap fan?
Oh, yeah. They're out on the street. People are DMing me, telling me how much of a LARP I am.
You're
like,
a LARP.
I'm, like, literally faking it. But something about the way the new Drake is hitting me is, like, it's literally giving... I've literally called it publicly Drake. It's kind of like Drake's home for wayward Miami girls. It's kind of the vibe, but it's also Drake's, like, symphony pathétique. Like, it's literally like...
Wow, you have a lot of thoughts about this. Maybe, like, Drake is for you what, like, Ryan Murphy is. Like, you have a lot of thoughts. The reappraisal.
I actually couldn't even... I know, this is, like... it's, like... I don't know. I couldn't even tell you, like... I couldn't give you, like, a fully storied, like, contextual analysis of it, because I don't know his music that well, but something about, like... There's 3 albums, Maid of Honor, and there's... One is called Habibti, and then the other one, the other one is, I think it's, like, Magic Man.
Okay.
It has Michael Jackson's dismembered. Anyways, it's just, like, so nasty. It's, like, such a nasty, like, it makes it, it's, like, it's truly, like, a disembodied, like, pathetic, like, horniness to it. Like, it's very much of the, like, Twitch streaming, like, like, masculine, like, it's not, I wouldn't even say it's manosphere, it's just, like, it's really sad. It's a really sad, like, it's sad. It's, like, one of the saddest collections of music that I've ever really read. And it there's something about, like, how, like, pathetic it kind of is reading is that like, really is compelling to me.
Oh, wow.
Because he's leaning in, it's not, like, he's leaning into how gross it, like, he kind of is. Like, he's kind of, like...
He's clown.
Yeah. He's also, like, there's no sense, it's, like, truly, like, it's, like, there's no purity to it. There's no sense of, like, virtue signaling. There's no sense of, like, redemption. There's no sense of redemption.
I need to listen to this album.
I actually really like Maid of Honor. I actually listened to that today in the gym because I was kind of, whatever, at my wit's end in my head. And I was just like, this album is really giving, like, backed in a corner. I'm just gonna lean into, like, who you guys think I am. And this is who you think I am. And maybe that is who I am, but, like...
Would you say he's in his Reputation era?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, that's awesome.
To be honest.
No, that's awesome.
Because actually, at the end of the day, people have asked me things, like, along those lines. I'm like, what is a Reputation era?
I guess it's, like, when everybody hates you, so you lean into what people think you are, and then you make that the character.
I think it's even sadder than that.
Oh, okay, wow.
It's not like he's, like, trying to, like... He's not doing, like... He's not walking in with, like, Lena Dunham. Isn't that what she did?
Yeah. That's because Lena's, like, her friend. Like, I think that...
But he has... He's on an island. That's the other part of it. It sounds like he's on an island.
Squad.
He is... he may have people, he may have girls, he may have, like, an entourage, which he definitely does, but, like...
You can be lonely if there's girls
around. And the new Drake is a testament to that.
Yeah, wow.
It's like how, like... It's, like, isolating.
Wow.
The music. It's, like, ooh.
You think he's saying affirmations right now?
No, I think he's like doing iced hookah. Like it's not like that.
Wow.
He's not doing that for me. He like it's like he's truly like it's like. Ooh, I don't know. Like it's giving like a mood.
Okay, wait. I actually have a question that's kind of related, but like not. Is like, what do you think is like too old to be doing hookah to where it's a cry for help?
I actually don't think. I think you can age gracefully into doing hookah. I know. Okay. I've known old men
who do it, but they're classy.
Well, classy. Classy is like a stretch, but like.
Okay.
It's the kind of like, you know what I do think there is a time thing on is like. The way people like if you're smoking weed in a certain way, like I think at a certain age I'm like we need to stop.
Okay, well, what about like Mr. Houseplant?
What is he? Who's that?
Seth Rogen.
Oh.
Because to me,
I'm sure it's like something
about it is working for me the way he does it. Like, but
well, he's made a brand he's made a lifestyle brand out of it.
So he kind of has to make it cute.
He can whatever. I mean, let them. This is truly the definition of let them theory. What we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Like, For to answer your original question, hookah.
Hookah, you think
hookah is
forever.
Ageless. No, it's honestly not. Okay, I think many people would agree with that. I think people would say it's a young person's game, and then when you're like a 50-year-old Arab man, you can do it again.
Because what else is there? Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to do it. Like you just said, I was like, it's so fun.
Yeah.
I actually think it needs to be a hookah summer.
Girl, well then.
I'm over this like cigarette thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my boner for cigarettes has died.
Me too. I went well, I'm in a place now where like I'm so desperate to get out of my head that I will go on a run.
I know, I love that you've been doing that.
Thank you. Anyways, I had smoked a cigarette earlier in the day, and it was so noticeable in my body that I was like, actually, I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Ever, really. But
yeah. What do you think about the cigarette renaissance?
And it's okay. Actually, that seriously is also let them too. Like, if people want to do that. Like,
well, I mean, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about what do you think?
Me?
Not just like what are your thoughts about the failure of the Truth campaign? The Truth, what's it called?
No, not no hate. Dare.
Yeah, Dare. But there was like an orange campaign. It was like the Truth.
Truth out or something? No.
I don't know. It's like when they'd be like, "You're not yourself when you're smoking."
Oh
those ads, do you remember? They'd be deflated on the couch.
Oh yeah. I don't know what that project was called.
The failure of that campaign.
Wait, can I say? Okay, I have this other. Okay, so in Georgia, actually, real people will understand this reference from Georgia. But there apparently was like there is in many places. There's a huge meth problem in Georgia. Yeah. And so there was this thing called the Georgia Meth Project, and these ads would like come on all the time and like local cable, like that kind of thing. They were single-handedly the scariest, most horrific ads I have ever seen in my life. It's not this like PSA shit that like we're seeing. There's no deflation. It's not like a metaphor. Teeth falling out, like scabs, like truly like it was horror. It was horror. It was true horror, and like it really worked.
Well, how do you feel about the fact that like gay guys are doing meth now?
I think they've been doing it forever.
Yeah, but it just feels like.
But they are doing it. So.
I feel kind of like maybe I'm naive to it, but it feels like I was never thinking about meth, and now, not that anyone's offered me meth, but like plenty of my friends not have done it. Well,
but have
been offered
in vicinity.
Yeah, it's like
it's always in it's closer in vicinity than you would think.
Yeah,
that's true.
And that's like so crazy to me, that like how many times.
I mean,
Yeah, it's sort of it's like, what?
It's very.
That feels like one of those things that we would have abolished by now. Like
I know, because that specific meth is very like scary,
yeah.
So scary. It's also the Georgia Meth Project really worked. But in terms of the cigarette renaissance, I don't know. I once said this on the famous application Substack.
Yeah.
The only like non-performative smokers out there to me are like old Asian men.
Yeah, they love it.
Because you can tell they're not giving. They're literally like sweating buckets. Yeah. Like they're literally like not giving a fuck. But like to everyone else, I'm like it's a little. Even me included, of course.
It's a little more performative.
It's a little.
Yeah.
It's not. It's the Renaissance. It's not like organic necessarily.
It's media induced.
It feels media induced for sure. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I would get it because I it was induced to me through media too, and like just like being around it. But like, yeah,
it's such a bummer because, well, it's such a bummer. I think that because like unfortunately like smoking does look cool. Like that's sort of one thing.
And it feels good.
Yeah, and it feels good. Until it starts to feel like nothing, except for when you don't do it, which feels bad. But like, nodding. But like, yeah, it feels good. But things like it looks so great. You know, it looks amazing. So amazing, and it's like
it's also a ritual kind of around that.
Yeah, like it's like literally like, and like going outside and eating an apple does not feel the same as going outside.
I know. I hate when people are like, yeah.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
But yeah, it's a shame.
Okay. Should we show our art?
Yeah.
I like really. I didn't try, but like.
I really like. Yeah, my heart was not in it.
My heart was not in it today, but maybe next time. That's pretty good.
It's okay.
I did this one. Here's my. Here's my story. I was kind of focused on the talking, I guess. But.
Yeah, you were focused on the talking. Okay.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Well, that's it.
All right.